Hello, welcome back. Well, it turns out, I love this expression actually. It turns out it's like I'm saying, very hard to explain this expression actually. Let me finish the sentence, maybe it's going to get easier. It turns out it's my birthday this week and I'm excited. I love birthdays. If you have been following me for a while, you'll know this because I always say this every year. So I love birthdays and the meaning of it turns out. So it turns out it's my birthday this week. It's like, you know, can you believe it? You know, this is a fact. It's what's happening. Wow. So it turns out it's my birthday this week. And I am turning, actually, I am in fact turning 34. 34, my goodness me, I love this as well. It's the same as my God, but it's not, like for religious people, they might not want to say my God, so then you say, oh my goodness, or my goodness me. My goodness me, 34 sounds pretty amazing actually. And thinking about it, 10 years ago when I was 24, I did not think I would be in this situation in my life at 34. You know, I had no idea I would have 2 kids. What? I would be living in Brazil. What? I would be an entrepreneur. I mean, that's crazy. So, you know, I was already a private teacher 10 years ago. So I kind of, you know, worked for myself because I never worked in a school, but I never thought 10 years down the line I would become an entrepreneur, you know, running my own company, which is English with Patricia. I never thought this would happen. I never really wanted, you know, to have my own business. It was never something that I worked towards in life. It was more something that happened because being a private teacher was not possible anymore. There were no, I'm just one Patricia, and thank goodness, I mean, this is brilliant, right? The demand got extremely heavy, extremely high, and I couldn't then continue to be a private teacher. So then, you know, I created my courses and all of that, and I, you know, it turns out, again, it turns out I'm an entrepreneur. It turns out it's like, you know, this is a fact. This is like something I didn't expect. So hello, this is, yeah. But about getting older. Yeah, getting old. It's an interesting thing. I have to say, I feel much better today than I did when I was 24. I feel better health-wise. Health-wise means about my health. So speaking of health, I feel better. So I feel better health-wise. Yes. Body-wise, definitely feel better body-wise. Even though I've had 2 kids. It's weird, isn't it? But I do feel better body-wise. So I'm using wise after the words I'm saying because I'm talking about that word. So I feel better health-wise means I feel better about the health. I feel better body-wise means I feel better about my body. See? Okay. I feel better career-wise, feel better about my career. So it's good, right? I mean, this is good. What I don't feel better about is like skin-wise. That I don't really feel better about. I have to be honest here. My skin, and you won't agree with me because I'm wearing makeup and I'm on camera and the lights are good. But in real life, my skin on my face, my skin at 34 is very different to my skin at 24. And I don't feel better about my skin at 34 than I did at 24. I would be lying if I said that. So I don't feel better skin-wise. Yeah, I'm still kind of getting used to that, you know. Getting used to it means after 30, my skin started to change a lot each year. So I'm getting used to it. I am getting to know myself in a different way, and you know, having a slightly more mature skin is something that I am still kind of understanding and accepting. You know, I'm not completely comfortable about it yet. And it's just the beginning, I know. But it is the beginning, you know, it really changed after 30. So at 34, I can say, yeah, I'm not feeling great skin-wise, but I do also understand that this reflects my life, you know, everything that I have lived through, everything that I have done. And in a way, it's like I look in the mirror and I see exactly who I am at 34, someone who has gone through a lot of things, who has lived abroad for 12 years, who's had 2 kids, who's been married for 10 years, who's an entrepreneur, who has had many sleepless nights. And it is what it is. I am 34, you know, so I try to see it like from that perspective. Yeah. And I quite like 34, and I am someone who likes to talk about age. And I am very curious about how old people are. So when I meet people, I want to ask them how old they are, which I don't, because I know this is a weird question, isn't it? Hey, what's your name? How old are you? It's weird. So I don't do it, but I want to. I'm very curious to know how old people are. I find it exciting, I quite like it. So I don't see myself, really, I don't see myself as someone who will, in the future, hide their age. I think I'll always be talking about my age. I think I'll always be going like, hey, you know, I'm 53, I'm 78. You know, I think I'll openly talk about that because I'm fascinated by age. I think it's such an interesting thing. It's so cool to be getting old. Although, yeah, let me rephrase that. Hold on. It's so cool to be getting old because, you know, hopefully your life is changing for the better because you know yourself more and you know how to make better decisions, hopefully, right? But at the same time, the process is a bit painful because so much changes, such as an example, such as your skin. Such as your skin. That's not the only thing, that's just an example. So much changes, such as your skin. And yeah, so it's an interesting thing for sure. One thing I have learned, finally, it took me a very long time. It took me 33 years practically to learn this, and I have learned it now for sure, is to say no. I've learned to say no to anyone. Politely, but to stand my ground. Stand my ground. I love this expression. It means to be like, you know, to be firm about it because you don't want to do something, because you don't believe this is good, because it's not you. So I have learned to say no and stand my ground and be like, no, and that's it. I'm not going to be convinced, you know. And I think that has been an amazing lesson for me in the past 34 years. So happy birthday to me. Yay! I have a lot to do in this following year. My goodness, it's going to be amazing. I hope for you as well. So thank you for following my work and for a lot of you guys who have been here for such a long time, who have seen me pregnant twice and change so much ever since I started YouTube back in 2014. God, it's been ages. So thank you so much, and yeah, let me know in the comments if you share a birthday with me. So that means if your birthday is on the same day as mine, the 13th of November, that's when my birthday is. See you guys later. Beijo. Bye.